Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 21.
Warriors 70.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Willis headed left off the option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Go check. Buffalo 18. Big Lion.
Now Willis to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun, it's Tua. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Alert! Alert! Check contact! Check contact!
Play action, Willis. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Mustang 19.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
A tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
Go, Reed, go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Striker, 3-3.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 4.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the 39, Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dolphins.
On the 10.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Titans, nothing.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action, now it's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Check pass. Check pass.
Willis now off play action.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Second down throw coming by Willis. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they send the slot in motion left.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
First and 10, it's Willis.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Willis will look to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
19 right. Buffalo 18.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. This will go to Henry out wide.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry from 8 yards out.
And the Titans get a bit closer.
Bullock good on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Here we go.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. On 2nd down and 4, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Wide open.
Tua now on first down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On play action, here's Tua. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Second down, here's Willis.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They go play action with Willis. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second down and goal. Willis. This is caught. Touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Join the shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Tua going to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
second down. Jacobs once more.
Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were heading for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
The touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ranger. First thing, 19.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And right side, Henry's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Check contact, check contact.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Zaven Collins able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. Hey, pass. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Third down, it's Willis.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll stay on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The slot man in motion right. They begin with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Willis.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Willis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Willis to throw.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Throwing, Willis. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street. 19 right.
Here's Willis. On the slant, Burks. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to round the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.